The honey badger verse of the day today is on grace, and it's from 2 Corinthians. And in this book, grace is used 18 times, or charisma. The only book in the Bible that uses grace more times is Romans. And Romans is about the law and Christ being the fulfillment of the law, and that's why we need grace. And it's 2 Corinthians 4:15, and all this for your benefit, so that the grace of God that's reaching more and more people may overflow with thanksgiving to glory of God. And I love the thought that the only way we can walk the Christian walk and live daily for Christ is by grace. We cannot fulfill the law. Christ has fulfilled the law, and it's by grace. In the beginning of John explains this grace. John 1:16 through 17. From his fullness we receive grace in place of grace. The law was given through Moses, grace and truth for our Lord Jesus Christ. And I love that Paul says the same thing. It's Christ's grace that saves us. It's Christ's grace that enables us to live lives pleasing to God. In fact, Paul says, you know, these Corinthians, they're giving more than everyone else. And the only way they're able to do that beyond their own ability is by the grace of God. And what has God's grace enabled you to do? We need grace for salvation, and we need grace to be able to walk out the Christian life. In the Old Testament, it took actual murder to be a murderer. In the New Testament, just hate. In the Old Testament, if you committed adultery, you had to actually do the act. In the New Testament, it's just a look. But the difference is this. In the New Testament, grace is poured out upon grace, and it empowers us to do what the law commands. And I love the thought that God is empowering us daily to live different. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, it says, therefore, if he is Christ, he is a new creation. The old is gone, the new is come. And it's only by grace. That's why Paul mentions 18 times in 2 Corinthians grace, and it overflows into our lives, or grace upon grace.